Oopsie.
All right, there we go. Something popped up. Meeting
We'll
now,
get a couple more people.
streaming live.
Mm-hmm.
Should I just hit continue? I think so. Consenting to, yeah, that's fine. Okay, perfect. Meeting's now
Consent to
streaming
all your
live.
info, please.
Exactly. Nobody reads those things.
Yeah.
Scroll to the bottom. Okay, scroll. Done.
Did you read it? Click here. Of course I did.
Of course, yeah. Accept the terms. Yeah, sell your soul. Sure. So true. Awesome.
All right, we ready to roll?
Yippers.
All right, let's go. 3, 2, 1. Hi, welcome to the Pints of Polishing podcast. My name is Marshall Hill, and we are journeying together through the auto detailing industry, and I'm your guide here for the community pub. I'm super excited about this one, Sean. Ready to dive into who is Orbis, who are you, and what are you doing for our industry? You can find me at Total Auto Solutions on most platforms. If you're on TikTok, find me at Detail Supply App. Best way to get in touch, though, is shoot me a text, 918-800-1188. Sean, man, I know there's a lot of talk right now in the industry about what you're doing. Thank you so much for taking the time to hop on. I know you also, I think a little bit of your story also are detailing. So, give us a little background though, man, before we get into your business, before we get into the pub, who are you? Where'd you grow up? Talk to us about who you are.
Right on. Perfect. Thanks for having me too. Happy to be here. So a little about me. Yes, I have somewhat of a new detailing background. So it's been about 2 years now. We've had a shop. We're approaching our 2-year anniversary actually. But prior to that, didn't come from like a tech background, didn't come from anything, more just random businesses. I'm kind of a serial entrepreneur. So I had a couple of businesses in the Caribbean. We moved out there just on a whim one day. I said, you know what? Sick of the cold, sick of the weather here. Let's just check out our options.
Where were you living before?
Boom. I had so we lived in Grenada, so this small little island near Venezuela. And so I just decided, I had a marketing company, and I told my guys, I said, listen, this is what the plan is, and you can either come with or you can find another job basically, and I'll try and keep you on remotely if you want, but those are your options. I'll pay for your move and everything like that. So there was some people that they decided, that sounds like a good opportunity, and the rest decided they would try and work remotely. So I went down, had a job fair there, and I thought maybe, I'll put out a post looking to hire some people, maybe like 20, 30 people might show up. 250 people showed up. I rented out this restaurant right on the beach. I'm there in a suit and I'm just dying of heat. My wife and kids were there. Like we interviewed everybody we could in the span of 2 days. 250 people. It was crazy. So I hired a whole team, and then we had our offices down there for a bit. Started this other business in tourism, and then I fortunately actually sold that one just before COVID happened. And then obviously tourism kind of took a dive. But anyway, by that point,
wow,
we got island fever. We were tired of the islands. It's just a slower pace of life. I need something a little faster, more exciting, to be honest. We love to travel. We just got back from Greece. I love traveling, but it has to be short stints. I like to see the world. Don't want to be stuck in one place, tiny little rock. So anyway, we came back. And then that's when we started our auto shop. We had this place we were using just to park summer cars. And I said, geez, we have this place. It's right downtown. We're spending a lot of money if it's just to park cars in, especially just, cars we're trying to park over the winter and then drive them in the summer. So we got to do something with this space. So we said, well, what could we do? We looked at all kinds of options, everything from like literally growing lettuce to all kinds of stuff, whatever it is, whatever makes money.
Devil's lettuce?
Yeah, exactly. That too. It's legal here. So why not? Absolutely. So we're looking, we're like, geez, what can we do in this space? And my business partner, he in another venture, he loves cars. He's a big car fanatic. And he was saying, it'd be nice if we had a place where we could, sell these cars. We were going through for our dealership license, which we just got recently, by the way. And so we were like, well, geez, we have to clean the cars before we sell them. So maybe we should do something with detailing. And that's kind of how we jumped into detailing. And then we spent 2 months, we spent a fortune on, buying tools, equipment, products, all kinds of stuff just to try things out before we like officially opened. And then we basically just launched the business. But what I wanted to do was something different. It was kind of a pilot project. I said, let me detail, but also record everything. I'm going to work the business, myself and my wife, even though we were semi-retired, we didn't need the money or anything. It was more, let's build a business. We have a project to work on, but let's detail everything that we're doing in a notebook, record it all, and then let me write a book about the process, give that away for free to help people. and let's, outline the whole blueprint so we could help other people do the same in other places. Because it's not the type of business where some guy, a different country away or 50 cities away, he's not going to impact our business at all. So why not just give them the blueprint, help them out? So it became kind of a pet project. And then through that, we were looking for software to run the company. That's how OrbisX came to be, is that we tried literally 42 different platforms or more. It might have even been more. We went through everything you can think of under the sun. There were some that were not horrible, but they didn't fit all the check boxes from a marketing perspective in particular. And given that I have 15 years of marketing experience for my company behind, I was like, we need something that's built properly from the ground up that can handle the marketing side. Because all the basics, like the glorified Excel sheet stuff, invoices, payments, expenses, that's all just basic things that you should come to expect in any program that you're using. So we needed something that was built with more strengths in terms of nice run. We needed something built with more of a marketing framework behind it. So that's where OrbisX kind of came to be. So my background's kind of all over the place in terms of businesses. Like I own 7 now, I think, and then plus a dealership. So we have a few things on the go, but it keeps us busy. They're all in different areas, but yet they kind of help each other as well. Like we have 2 software companies, a marketing company, OrbisX now, the dealership, the printing shop. I'm missing some. We have a full window tinting side as well. Like we have Auto World, which is our detailing shop, but we have a full, it just does residential, commercial tinting, like big buildings, things like that. Flat glass mostly. So that one's a big money maker too. If anyone out there is looking to add I see all the posts all the time. What kind of side hustle could I add to my detailing business? Flat glass, tint flat glass. We tint, cars, vehicles at our shop as well. It's not difficult. I've got 2 great guys that do the tinting stuff. But in terms of that compared to flat glass, you're going to make a lot more money with flat glass, and it's going to be a lot easier for you to get into. In terms of learning how to do it, landing the clients might be a different thing. You're going to want to go after, bigger, real estate holdings. But so we do things like even privacy glass. We do that for a lot of meeting rooms.
Yeah,
we also do things
that's interesting,
yeah,
man. I've never
really
heard of
is.
somebody go in and talk about, flat glass, but you're right. Definitely like offices, right?
Absolutely. And it's amazing. You go to some place. So we'll get a guy that comes in for tinting for his vehicle, for example, and we'll see that, okay, why are you getting your vehicle tinted? Oh, it's because it's my work truck. I don't want someone to see my tools in the back. We say, okay, great. So obviously we upsell them on ceramic coating. You're ever on the job site, you got to keep your vehicle clean. It's got to look presentable because that's the face of your company. Sell them on a detailing maintenance package. So now we just sold them that. And then we say, by the way, what company you work for? All right, fantastic. Where's your office building? Say, listen, those windows, let's keep those clean as well. Absolutely, man. You got to sell it the whole way through. So we sell this special product. There's 2 products we sell. They're huge upsells for us. One of them, we're in an embassy town, so a lot of embassies. So we sell bulletproof tinting as well. We're one of the only shops that's able to do that, which is great. And for that reason, we didn't shut down through the whole pandemic. Didn't lose any staff. In fact, while all my competitors were contracting, we were expanding and we hired more people. Because I was like, beautiful, we're going to dominate this industry and just crush everyone around us. Not in a negative way. I wish everybody the best, but for the tinting, the other product we have that's pretty cool. So for you guys listening, if you're looking to add a product line, get into 2 different tints. One is for, privacy glass, of course, for residential and commercial, because people want to either, stop intruders from looking in their place, whether that's commercial or residential, but also get into bird repellent glass. They have this glass that you can still see in, see out, but the birds, they can see it and they think it's an object. So they no longer fly into the glass. And so that prevents damage to the glass, and also it's less cleanup for them. So that's something we sell a lot of as well.
I mean, it's crazy when you hear, like, I've been in a place and heard a bird crash into fucking glass, and I was like, what the hell was that?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's insane.
Yeah, exactly.
You're right.
Absolutely. So
I want to
here's
get
a good
into
sales pitch on that note. Go ahead.
I want to get into OrbisX here in a second, but before we do, let's hop around the room real quick. Alex, man, how's it going?
Going good, man.
Good. You got a little haircut?
Yeah, I got my haircut like 2 hours ago. I forgot I had it scheduled. I was almost late.
Nicely
it looks
done,
good.
man. It looks good.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I'm
Cody,
jealous,
man,
actually.
what are you working on? Is that a 4Runner?
Yeah, it's a 2021 4Runner. It only has 400 miles on it.
Nice. What are you doing to it?
Right now doing a 1-step polish, but it's getting our 5-year or top tier coating package, like the whole 9. So just finishing up the polishing section. Got 2 more doors and then it's done.
Sweet, man. It's cool to
Yeah.
see.
Good stuff, man.
Yeah, nicely done. Brandon, man, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good, bro. What are you drinking on tonight? Old Trusty?
No, my client gave me this stuff, Southern Tier vodka lemonade. So I'm trying that. He just gave it to me today.
What do you think?
Nice.
It's okay. It's pretty good. It's just I don't know. It's good. It's just
Unique?
not my usual.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I don't know, man. I haven't had it. Derek usually loves those, but we'll find out if he's had it here in a second.
Right on.
Hey, Dan, man, it's good to see you. I saw you were sipping on some beer. What are you drinking?
Leinenkugels.
Hmm.
If it'll zoom in.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm a
Leinenkugel.
Leinenkugel fan.
Creamy dark.
Right on. Right on.
What do you normally drink?
Jeez.
Let's see, Southern and Coke. I like a whiskey.
Okay. Yeah.
Sean and I were talking about that a little bit ago. We both kind of went back to rum. Sean's drinking.
Yeah.
What rum are you drinking, Sean?
So it varies. Usually I'll drink Eldorado, but they were sold out of the 8-year, so I just went back to my Bacardi, the 8-year though. So I'll bounce between those two. But there was another brand, Clark's Court. They don't have it here, but that's what I used to drink when we lived in the Caribbean. But that one is my favorite. It was either that or Eldorado. Those are pretty much the 2 that I could get. But the Eldorado, you have to be careful. The 5-year, it's no good. It feels like you're drinking fire. But the 8-year, it's got a much smoother and rich finish, So, but yeah, this one, the Bacardi 8-year, this is a good one here.
Nice. I'll have to look it up. Paul, how's it going, man? Good to see you.
Good to see you, man.
You got Bud Light tonight?
Bud Light. I just got back off vacation, man. I'm nursing the DTs. You know, that whole drinking at 9 o'clock to midnight thing every day. It was rough. Today's a back to work thing.
Where'd you go on
Yeah.
vacation?
Recovery time.
We went to Destin. My daughter, my wife said, "Hey, look, it's her birthday. Let's take her on vacation." I said, "Okay." And at 9 o'clock on the way home, I was drinking, Bloody Marys in the airport. So,
Woo!
yeah, I mean,
You know what they say, when in Florida.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
No, win in Kentucky whenever. I mean, I shit you not. Like I typically stick to this. Everyone's like, "Why do you drink so much Bud Light?" I'm just like, "Well, I do it every day." So it's like we all use certain things we know that works. I know I'm gonna feel tomorrow. I got to go back tomorrow and hit it hard. So I know I can do that, and tomorrow I'll be all right.
I'm with you.
That
I'm
makes
with you, man.
sense.
Hey, Dustin, how's it going? Good to see you.
What's up?
You drinking
How's it
anything
going,
tonight?
guys? Yeah, man. It's not popping up. Michelob Pure Gold. So
Ah,
just kind of feeling that.
that's the organic one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was okay.
I don't mind it. It's definitely a little different.
I still think the best ultra was that cactus lime. They switched it to an infusion, and I think they fucked it up. But when it was that Michelob Ultra cactus lime, oh man, that stuff was incredible.
I never had the honor.
Yeah. Well, maybe
That's the thing,
next time.
sometimes they change it up, and your favorite
Maybe
thing
they'll
is
do
gone.
the throwback in 10 years.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get another shot. Derek, what are you sipping on tonight?
I'm drinking on it's a double dry hopped hazy double Indian pale ale from it's called No Shtick, and it's 7.5. It's pretty good though. The name's long, but it sounds like it's gonna be rough, but it's not that bad.
Yeah, the label's cool.
Yeah, it's like a
Good.
Got little, hops on it. I had one, another one earlier, called Insanity. That one was 8.5%. Though those, two, you're starting to feel. You can taste the alcohol. It's like, oh god.
Yeah. If it gets up there too much, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I agree. I don't think Rob's driving, so I don't think he's drinking. But
No, sir.
good to see you, man. Thanks for
You
hopping
too,
on.
man. Yeah. I meant to send you a picture earlier. I was early to the party. I took one of my drivers out to lunch, and 21st Amendment, I don't know, is that a known brand out your way?
Oh,
Never heard of it?
No, never heard of him. I thought you
No?
were going
Okay.
into a 21st Amendment question. I
Oh.
was like,
Let's not open that now. But, yeah, we had a couple, but we were a little early. Day drinking, now I got a headache, but got to go home.
yeah, it happens. What were you drinking?
Yeah. I couldn't even begin to tell you. I think one was a watermelon wheat, something like that. Kind of good.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm a big fan of watermelon wheats.
Yeah.
One of my favorite beers that I'll brew is a wheat beer, and then I'll crush a whole watermelon and put it into the second fermenter.
Jeez.
Yeah, typically it's called yum yum is what they call it.
All right. Sounds good.
Yeah, it happens. It happens. All right, so Sean, walk us through OrbisX. You said as you started your detailing business that you found a need to have something different to help you. You already said you're a serial entrepreneur. So typically what happens when people with that gift, they find a problem, they see it, then they want to solve it and fix it. I can completely understand that, man. It's almost an addiction, right?
Yeah.
So walk us through OrbisX, why, and you said you got to do it right. And, you needed some certain things in it. So what's in it?
Sure. So the basics are in there, of course, like the things you'd expect, like putting in clients, leads, invoices, expenses, so on and so forth. All the generic sort of stuff is in there, of course. The one different approach is that it's done so it's really simple and there's no workflow that's forced, but there's also a workflow that you can create if you want. And what I mean by that is every shop scenario is different. So we use the same software for our different businesses as well. So for example, for our tinting business, we use the same software, even though we're doing like buildings and things like that. We also do, vehicles as well, commercial vehicles, residential as well. And so we use the same software for that, but we needed something that was a little different process because a lot of the jobs we're doing, like if you're quoting $160,000 to tint a building, that's a lot different than, a ceramic coating for $1,000 or something like that. So we needed a different sort of process for those clients in place. Now at our detailing shop, we're also doing a lot more volume though. So we needed a different process in place for that one. So the software was built around dynamic business needs and also things that would be changing throughout the year. So that was the first thing we did is just remove those kind of barriers where there's software out there where you have to sort of follow a flow like, oh, you can't add an invoice because you didn't already create an estimate or you didn't already create this. Just remove those barriers so that it's your data, it's your business. There's times where, we have a guy come into the shop and maybe we do windshield replacement, for example. Guy comes in for windshield replacement. Well, we always tell them come back within, 24 hours and we'll take a look, just make sure that the seals are good. It's not leaking, things like that. So we want to put an event in the calendar, but it doesn't have to be followed up with like an invoice or anything like that. So we can schedule an event, but we don't want it necessarily to show up to everybody because it's just a private thing with that one technician. So we can really control the flow of how things are going and we can put in, data in any which way that we want. So that was the first thing we had to solve. So we just removed the barriers basically, and that created the foundation for the rest of the software. Now, the next part was, like I said, I worked the business in the beginning, myself and my wife, and we worked in there. And it's funny, she's a beautiful woman, and everyone was always saying, like, she's here detailing cars. I said, listen, my wife retired when she was 30, and that's like she's down here helping me out because she sees the big picture of what this is going to mean to me. Because one of the things on my bucket list was writing a book that would help people. I didn't know that it was going to transform into building software that was also going to help people. But that's where we are now, which is awesome. But so we were there, and anytime that we would encounter a problem, that became something that was, okay, let's put this on the list and let's find a way to not just solve this, but let's find a way to automate this so that computers are doing the bulk of the work. So anytime I hire someone, like we've got a guy working for us now. Well, we just hired a new one too, but we have 2 people now that answer the phone. We're getting just too many calls. So our main guy, Joe, though, he answers the calls. I studied everything that he did. I sat in on calls. I checked the emails, everything like that for months. and I looked for patterns, and I took those patterns and I said, okay, Joe can't reach out to 5,000 customers in the span of a week. He only has so much time and so much capability. If you talk to the quote unquote wrong customer that talks for an hour, you can only talk to like what, 8 of those a day? It's not possible to run a business and scale it up. So I said, okay, how can we, automate a lot of Joe's tasks, but still have that personal feel? Because I went to the Walt Disney Institute for Marketing, and the whole thing was this thing of creating magic. And so you have to create magic. A lot of people want to get 100% automated. I don't want to answer messages. I just want people to book themselves online. That is the worst thing you could do for your business. We tried it in the beginning. It was horrible. This whole booking online thing.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I'm glad you said that, because you're right. There's a lot of us that think that since the technology's there, that we can just have these auto responders and all that. And I use them, right? I mean, there's certain places to use them, but then I always try and jump in afterwards, right? Like, or then put in a personal touch. But you're right. The misnomer or the wrong thought process is that we can just fully automate everything.
Exactly.
But in all practicality, that's not functional.
Exactly. It's not. And so technology needs to assist your business. At the end of the day, you still have to give Michael Jordan the ball. You know what I mean? So he's going to do the magic he does. And you as the business owner, or whether you hire salespeople, they're the Michael Jordans for your company. You still have to get them the ball, but it's automating the rest of the players to make that happen. Right.
All right. But there are plenty of detailers that use zero automation, and they still answer the phone. They 100%. Still write stuff. Like they still use. So walk us through, what are some of the good automations that
Absolutely.
you guys do? What are the things that we should be doing that is some automation?
Absolutely. So to start this off, it all comes down to, so my marketing background plays a lot into what Wayne Gretzky said, where you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. So at the end of the day, you might, let's say you do set up an online booking form and it has all this automated stuff, and you're like, geez, I'm getting 20 leads a week from it, or 100 leads a week. You don't know if that's good or bad, because you don't know how many you're missing if you're not also answering the phone. At the same time, if all you're doing is answering the phone, you don't know how many you're missing out that someone wanted to book at 11 p.m. but you weren't around. So you have to mix the two together. So that's what OrbisX does well. So OrbisX focuses on some key elements with artificial intelligence. So we've coded this thing that it's machine learning. It learns from itself. It learns from other businesses that are in the system, and it also learns from your business and your customers. So it's going to take a look. Go ahead.
Say that one more time. So do you guys have the first AI for a detailing system in a sense?
Absolutely. And that was the first thing that was built into the system. It's the brain of the system, and everything else is built around that. So it's constantly learning from your business and evolving. And it does that in 3-minute increments. So every 3 minutes, it scans your business, and all the other businesses in the system. And it's looking for patterns, irregularities. It's looking for ways to improve itself, and also ways to offer suggestions down the road. So it's pretty amazing in that aspect. Now, to put this into practical terms, it's like, okay, great, you have a machine that learns from itself, but what does it do? So what it does is it becomes the players on your basketball team that are going to pass you the ball. So what it's doing is doing all the assisting. So for example, you have a customer that comes in and the system starts to realize, hey, this guy always comes in every 3 or 4 months, and he always books on a Tuesday or a Wednesday, those 2 days, and it's always in the afternoon. The system's collecting all this information, and it's going to automatically reach out to that customer based on that information and say, hey, listen, hey, Tom, we scanned our calendar and we see that we have an appointment here next week on a Tuesday, and it's at 1 p.m. We know that's your favorite time. How would you like to book another appointment? Because you haven't been in here in 90 days, and we know you come every 3 months. So the system's doing that for you. And then if that customer changes their patterns, the system's going to adapt as well, update their profile and say, geez, this guy's changed his patterns. Maybe he's moved somewhere else and he comes, at a different frequency, or he's changed his vehicle, things like this. So the system's constantly reacting and making marketing decisions for you. And so that's some of the brains behind how it functions. It's learning from itself, learning from the other businesses as well, and applying those to give rating scores to how it should deal with your customers, right? Now, the cool part too is you don't just let this thing run wild. It's not the wild, wild west here. You can give it rules as well, right? So you can say, hey, listen, First off, you can define what a busy day is for you, because it's going to try and guess, and it's only going to book you on days where it thinks you need help. If it scans and it's like, geez, you're averaging, let's say like our shop, we average 25 to 30 jobs a day, right? 6 days a week. If the system looks and says, geez, you already have 22 jobs today, it's not going to try and book us more jobs on that day, because it knows we're likely getting phone calls, live chat, emails, things like that already. Instead, it's going to look ahead and it's going to find another day where it says, geez, this is a problem day. This Tuesday, you only have 12 jobs booked. That's half of what we normally book. It's going to use that day, and it's going to reach out to customers and suggest that day. So it's going to try and fill up your calendar on days that you aren't filled.
And how does it reach out to customers?
So email and text right now. We are also working on a component right now. There's a few other things I'm building right now that are going to get done once those are finished. Then we're working on a video component as well. That one I'm pretty excited about. It's going to be dynamic video, so you'll be able to record a series of things. It's going to take you some time, but once it's done, this thing is going to be flawless.
All right.
You'll be able to record.
So let me put that into it hit my mind. So
Sure.
I'm running my business the best I can. I'm going along,
Sure.
and if it sees that next Tuesday I don't have much booked, even though traditionally I want to say I'm always booked out, and it doesn't have as much, it's going to automatically, based on the rules and stuff and the way I set up its, what I allow it to do, it will reach out to my customers and try and fill my gaps for me.
Yep, absolutely. Yep. And not only that, but when it does that as well, you can do that per service too. So you can set up a rule that's only for, detailing, because you could say maybe ceramic coating, I like to book those jobs on my own. So you just tell the AI to mind its business. Like, you don't worry about ceramic, I got it. You just focus on detailing. So you can do that kind of, filtering down as well. But it'll follow up to book appointments, but also to upsell customers as well. If someone decides, yeah, that works for me, they want to book, boom, they book the appointment, it adds it to the calendar, but then the system also follows up and says, hey, listen, thanks for booking, Tony, but did you know what? Other customers that just booked the same service you did also got the following. They got the Aquapel or Rain X treatment for the windshield, or they got some other service. They upgraded the System X ceramic coating or Owner's Pride ceramic coating. It'll suggest different things based on what you put in there, right?
I've never heard of those.
I missed one. Ceramic Pro.
Who's that?
What
Blasphemy.
third one here?
Hyperclean.
Hyperclean?
Yeah.
See, I'm going by what I have available here. You got to send me some. What's going on up here?
We ship to New York every day.
I'm not in New York though, but I'm just across the border though. Okay.
I thought you were in New York.
So,
my fault.
No worries. No. I'm in Canada. That's the problem. So I'm limited here.
Hold on. We got a head turn over there. I knew it as soon as I heard that C start to come out. I looked over and we had a whip. Right? That head whipped over. Sean,
We're not alone anymore.
How you doing? So who's your rep up here? You have a rep up here?
No.
I wouldn't say a rep, but I tune in.
All right. Welcome. What side of the country are you on?
I live in Kelowna in BC.
Okay. Nice. Yeah. The other side. Yeah. So your weather's a little bit nicer than ours.
That's why I was living in Alberta a year ago, but I knew if this was long term, I had to. Alberta was not going to work.
Yeah, no. Plus they get those Chinooks, so the weather's changing. The morning you're wearing shorts,
fuck.
and then the evening
No.
Yeah.
It's brutal. No, it's brutal.
Yeah, that's terrible. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in Ottawa right now, so I'm.
Cool. Okay, nice.
Toronto.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Nice. Ottawa's nice. I like Ottawa.
A little colder right now, but yeah, it's not bad. It's a good city, small city, but 1 million people gets the job done.
Yeah.
What's a Chinook?
Look intrigued. Okay.
That was actually gonna be my next. That was actually my next question as well. Like, whoa,
is that the tab out question, Derek?
No,
It's
valid.
Yeah. It's like pineapples.
But I definitely. What is a Chinook?
All right, so there's these mountains on the coastline, the west coast of Canada, and when the winds and everything, and correct me if I'm wrong, but when the winds and the air temperature changes as the wind goes up and over the mountain. When it comes down the other side, it completely brings a whole new climate with it. So you could be in the morning time, it could be, you know, you're outside in shorts and you're doing gardening, and then in the afternoon it's snowing. And it can happen almost with the snap of a finger. And they call those winds the Chinooks. Yeah.
We call it life. No, it's just funny because we get those drifts that come out of Colorado, and they always come down, and then they push, and then they shoot up towards the northeast. So
oh shit! So yeah, it's gonna be the same then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
That's
usually have
crazy.
nonstop winds. It's just part of life
Oh
in
man,
Oklahoma.
that's brutal.
When so I played
Party
golf-
that's called a Chinook.
So it's a Native American word. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
maybe
Not actually sure what it means, but something to do with wind.
yeah.
I've
Brandon,
never heard it before.
how many Chinooks have you seen over in South Carolina?
0. I mean, there was a cold. It was like 65 today and freezing. So, I mean, I guess that could
Dang.
count.
Oh man. Jeez. I don't know. It's
What are you
pretty
sipping
nice
on
here, to
tonight?
be honest.
Got
Jeez.
a Rolling Rock.
Yeah, you were sending me text earlier. Where'd you find it?
I found some at Walmart. I've been looking for like a month. I've not found Rolling Rock anywhere for like a month, and I don't know why. I've just had like a hankering for it. I haven't had it in like 10 years, so finally found some.
It's been a while. There's something about that bottle. I remember we had somebody on an episode early on years ago, and they were explaining why Rolling Rock has to have that shade of bottle, and it's the different shade than everybody else's, which is why it gives it the certain type of flavor.
It's pretty good. It's better than I remember it, so I'm not disappointed at all.
So are you going
empty
next
the
to
shelf?
Zima with the Jolly Rancher?
If I could find Zima, if I could go transport back to 1996, I'd be all over it.
Definitely. Sean, Brandon's a mobile detailer. Couple of staff members trying to continue to grow and operate, find new spots. What does Orbis do? Why, let's just say, why should somebody in that similar situation use your system?
Yeah, absolutely. So, no, good question. So it streamlines a lot of things and helps you grow so that you can focus on actually running the business. And that doesn't mean necessarily detailing, because the goal is usually to, get to the point where you're hiring other people and having them do the work, right? So this system's going to be able to assist them as well as assist you in getting things done. Like my own shop, for example, I don't even go in there anymore. I can monitor everything remotely. I can get reports daily on, key breakdowns of how things are doing, how things are going at the shop, and everything else is pretty much automated for us to help out the staff. So as a mobile detailer, for example, it streamlines a lot of things like putting in your appointments, all that jazz, but it also does a lot of the follow-up for you as well. So sending, automation to the customer saying, I'm 27 miles away, I'm on my way now, see you soon, giving you directions as you go. It handles a lot of things well, also like no-shows, things like that. So if there's a no-show, something like that, first off, it can automatically reach out to your wait list. So that way you're not, stuck without, oh, geez, I have no-show. I got to try and call people and, close another deal for today. So it can automatically do that. As mobile guys, I don't know if weather plays an impact for your guys, for example, but you can set up the system so that it can automatically do things depending on the weather. So we tap into all the airport codes around North America, and we basically get the weather. They're weather specific codes. So it'll tell you if there's like a thunderstorm or a snowstorm, or if it's raining, high winds, tornado, things like that. Go ahead.
So what does the system do when it recognizes that there's bad weather?
So it does what you decide for it to do based on those weather codes. So you could actually choose specific to a code. There's a list of them, and you can do check boxes and say, like, if there's severe rain, for example, and then it'll give you options. It'll say, like, notify all my customers that we're still open, so I'm still coming to the job, or let them know that, hey, unfortunately we're closed because there's a tornado coming or something like that. So it can handle a lot of that automation for you. But then it can also do things like reschedule jobs. So it can reach out to customers and say, listen, because there's severe, rain, we can't do your, outdoor ceramic coating. So instead, we're going to reschedule for this day or that day, and it can handle all of that for you, that's key communication, right? And if you've got, let's say, 25 jobs booked, you can't reach out to all of them fast enough to let them know, like, hey, listen, I can order, reschedule, make plans, things like that. So having that automated helps, especially with the wait list and reaching out to them. And then it does things as well, like Google reviews, for example, but we do it in a very smart way. So my shop, in 2 years, we have 560 plus 5-star reviews in 2 years, and we haven't even been using the software for that whole time because it didn't exist. So it handles reviews in a really smart way. Instead of just saying, hey, thanks for coming in, we appreciate your business, here's a link to leave us a review, it sends them a thumbs up and a thumbs down. If they click the thumbs up, it goes to your Google reviews. That's great. If they click the thumbs down, it doesn't take them to Google review, and instead brings them to a form where it asks for their feedback so they can give it to you privately. So it helps reduce the amount of reviews that you're going to get that are negative, while at the same time giving you that feedback, because you still want to know, like, what can I do to make this right? And then what we usually do is we take that feedback and we turn it into a positive. We say, look, thanks for letting us know. Let's fix this for you for free. Come back in, or we'll come to your place, whatever, we'll fix it up, and then leave us a 5-star review. That'd be the best thing you could do for us. So we turn those into positives. So the system's just very intelligent overall in those kinds of systems.
Can you link it, and will it work with actually then setting up some advertising maybe on social platforms for you?
Sure. So it won't actually create the ads per se for you, but it'll handle the management of the data on the other end. So you could get data, for example. So we have this thing called the report card, where the system, it's scanning constantly your business and learning about your business. It'll tell you, what the average ages of the vehicles that are coming in, the demographics of your customers, where your customers are on the map. You can actually see based on the mobile jobs, things like that. So all that kind of data would be there for you, which is going to help you make better ads. It won't actually make the ads for you. However, it does integrate with 3,000 plus apps, including Facebook ads. It integrates with Google ads, all the big ones. And you can actually take that data from an ad and it ports right into the system. And
there
one
you go.
thing
That's what I was going to say.
Yes, and one thing I know you're happy about. Yeah, go ahead.
Could you actually take your customers that you've put into the system and then retarget them onto Facebook?
Yes, depending on the retargeting though. So if you set it up beforehand, yes. If you do it after the fact, no. The info would have to be sent to Facebook first.
Right.
Yeah,
but if you set it up beforehand,
then you're good.
You could actually start building out a customer profile list of everybody. And then part of the retargeting could be, for me as a detailer, would be, because we say all the time to reach out to people on Facebook. It's a great place, so
absolutely
use the system to go and find those customers and set up that target market. So that's really interesting, man. I haven't heard that before from another company that's been talking. So really a lot of great info. Dan, I want to ask you, when you're hearing, automation and you're hearing, AI, what comes across your mind? What do you think?
I'm an old school boy. I have only been using QuickBooks for like 4 years now.
Fair enough.
No, I don't have employees. I'm by myself. So I've looked into options like this, but don't know if they would work for some, in my position.
Sure. Well, understood. Let me ask you a question if you don't mind. Because there are situations where like certain tools don't apply for every job, right? So for example, this may not be the ideal solution for you. Now, that being said though, would there be any advantage to you streamlining some of your stuff with automation or freeing up some of your time? Like if you had an extra 2 hours a day, would you be able to use it to make more money?
Yep.
Okay, well then in that case, then I would agree this would be worth it for you, absolutely. And the good thing is you don't even have to leave QuickBooks, because you can stay with QuickBooks if you're familiar with it and you like it. We integrate fully with QuickBooks, and we can actually even help you set that up as well. The best part of all this too is you get 12 months free. So I mean, like you've got nothing to lose, really.
Yeah.
No.
I'm just on a Zoom call.
And sorry. And so basically, you could stay with QuickBooks, for example, and you could start using the features that are going to help you free up your time. So you could, let's say you really like the invoicing for some reason in QuickBooks. That's fine. You know, I'm not here to tell you that every tool in here is going to be useful to you, because sometimes it's not. And that's not what OrbisX was built for. It wasn't built to take away from other tools that you might be using. It was there to complement them or to be the tool if you don't already have one. So for example, we have full warranty systems built into this that you can, you know, make warranties, track warranties, warranty claims, the whole nine. But a lot of places, they're already doing warranties externally through third parties, so they don't use that feature. But we wanted it there in case you don't have it. So in this case, for example, you could be using QuickBooks because you like those, you know, features like the invoicing, so on and so forth, and just have the data go back and forth between the two. So that way you could take advantage of the automation. Like even if it's just for the Google reviews, I mean, just having it follow up with customers for Google reviews, no shows for appointments. I know QuickBooks doesn't, you know, handle a calendar, for example. So this could fill those gaps where QuickBooks is lacking. And at the same time, QuickBooks could give you that comfort and satisfaction you've had over the last few years.
Okay. Yeah. And I only use QuickBooks for invoicing, estimates. It's very simple. I'm not tied into it. It was just that one step up from the old fashioned handwritten receipts that I started with, you know, 12 years ago. So,
absolutely.
Yeah.
But Dan,
no, hey, that's great.
Yeah, Dan. So I understand that, and that's you do that. But what about when you get people that come into your, you know, to use your service? You know, is there any questions that you might want to think of how would a system actually help you grow that side?
Yeah, I mean, being able to use the reminders to set that out is going to save me time, because I do, again, I'm by myself, so I can be anywhere from 1 to 3 appointments a day.
Sure.
And I'm sending a text out to every single one of those people. Or we still got some old timers with landlines. So I got to, you know, physically call them up, which sometimes can turn into a 10-minute conversation. So they've already booked the appointment. They just want to talk. So yeah, that'll shave time off for sure. I'm sure there's a ton of stuff. I'm just drawing a complete blank right now.
No worries. I just didn't know if you had anything that might help you. I'll bounce over to Derek. Derek's always got some great questions, and I would think that automation, if you're working a full-time gig and then you've got you got a detailing business that is your side hustle, right? I would think that automation would be something you seek after. I don't know, Derek. What are your thoughts?
So basically, I know this is probably not a very popular opinion, but for me personally, because I do it on the side, I need to make sure that the people that I'm, you know, spending my weekend or my Friday, Saturday, Sunday detailing are customers that actually want to get their cars done. You know, I get a lot of texts, I get a lot of calls during the week of my other job, and you know, luckily at my other job, I'm able to pick up the phone and talk to people sometimes. And a lot of times, like, oh yeah, I want to get my car coated. I got 4 cars, and yada yada yada. And then I'm like, great, that's amazing. But here's the link to so I personally use Square right now, and I'll send them the link to my booking site and go, here's the link to my website. When you're ready, here's the appointments that are available. Book your appointments. And you know, 9 times out of 10, they don't book the appointment, and then I get a text the day that they said that they wanted, going like, "Oh, well, are you available?" I go, "Well, not anymore. Somebody booked me." Like, so to me, like, I'm not saying I'm high demand. I just don't have as many days to do it. But I have looked into you know, a lot of the booking softwares, the CRMs. I looked at Orbis a little bit. I think somebody had mentioned it on the detail forums. And is there a plan that is something that's my main holdup for a lot of these softwares is just a lot of these are designed for, you know, shops or guys that are doing it full time, where like I'm looking at that monthly fee and I'm going, listen, like I'm only doing it, but you know, every weekend or like maybe 3 or 3 days, maybe I'm doing it every weekend. I'm doing it Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then I'm like, oh man, like I'm paying like $75 a month or $100 a month. It's like, so I mean, obviously, depending on the jobs, it does pay for itself immediately. So I get that, but there's some weekends where like for instance, this weekend, Saturday, I got a wedding, so I'm not detailing on Saturday, but I'm definitely doing something on Sunday, which if I was paying for, say, Orbis, it would pay for itself, so that it's fine.
Sure.
But a
Yeah.
lot of these, yeah, I'm sorry, but like it's just that's been my biggest holdup with a lot of these softwares. And I'm not saying, like, I have heard a lot of good things about yours. I looked at your website, I haven't tried it, but that's my biggest thing. It's like you got to pay for like the most expensive plan to get all the features. I love the whole thing you guys are talking about with the automation. That sounds
Sure.
crazy, because then it's like it learns that's the coolest part. I think that's the only software that I've heard of that does that, where it's like it actually does a lot of this stuff for you, almost like an AI secretary. It's pretty crazy.
Absolutely. Thanks. Yeah, I know.
But
A lot of people, when they first signed up in the beginning, they were like, well, where's the setup wizard? I said, well, the setup wizard only has like 8 questions. And they're like, well, how come? So because the AI does the rest of it for you. So yeah, absolutely. But I tell you what, do you have plans to go full time at some point, or like, is that a goal or a dream, or is this just kind of a, I'm gonna do this part time, forever?
I'm just right now. It's definitely more of a part-time thing. The other option's been passed out now. I got married. Is that my wife's already said, like, hey, if I need to, I can go on her benefits. Cause that's been my biggest thing of my job is I got glasses. I need my benefits and stuff to go through work. I get hurt and whatnot. I need to be able to go to a place, and I know I can buy my own benefits. One buddy used to do it and stuff.
Yeah.
I think.
But no, if you have those,
It's coming to that point soon though, because just based on what's going on in my other job right now. I mean, it's been okay right now, but I think soon though. But like I gotta hurry. I got like I don't know if you saw the last couple of podcasts. I already got a guy that's helping me now, and he comes every weekend. I've been paying him, so he's already kind of told me like, hey, like this is gonna become a regular thing, and I'm like, yeah, probably. So, but sorry, go ahead.
Right on. Well, that's awesome. Well, I tell you what, I usually like to give stuff away.
Hold on.
And especially
Hey.
anytime I'm being interviewed.
Hold on, Sean. I need you to speak up a little bit. I can't hear you. Or come a little
Okay,
closer.
no problem. Is that better if I'm loud like that?
Yeah. It got really
No?
distant for a second. I couldn't hear you.
Okay, but now I'm okay? Sort of? If I keep talking? Okay, yeah, perfect. All right, beautiful. So I usually, whenever I'm being interviewed, I usually like to give something away too. So I tell you what, sign up for OrbisX. I'll put down a note here, and we're gonna just give you a free account for life until if you ever do decide you're gonna go full time and stuff like that, then we'll talk about things at that point. Okay?
Community.
Oh gosh, hold on. Where's my beer?
Cheers to that, man.
Cheers to that.
There
Now,
we go.
I did have it's like I said, I like the whole thing with the customers book their own appointment, and I still, the thing is, I still do call or text them. Like I'm not, if they book an appointment, I'm still reaching out to the customer, and I'm still saying like, hey, like I'm just trying to figure out, because a lot of times customers will book an appointment, and at least with Square, it doesn't give you an option to really put in like what kind of vehicle it is. So I'm relying on them to read what the description says, where it's like, please put your make, model, and all that kind of stuff. Does Orbis, and it sounds like it's got a hell of a lot of features, does it let you put in those, like, hey, you got to put in the make, model? Because I'm weird, but I like to know the color of the vehicle, what color the leather is, if it has leather, all that kind of stuff. If it's a tan interior, you guys are like, oh, great, tan. Like,
Yeah. So absolutely. So on that note, first, yes, it does have a booking form. Absolutely. So it's not the thing that I usually recommend to people, because like usually if you're running a shop, for example, it's a huge opportunity for an upsell to talk to somebody. So, excuse me. But that being said, a booking form is always helpful. Like even at my own shop, we've got a booking form on every page of our website. Absolutely. Because it's important. It's just not a fully automated, like, go pick your package and this and that, because customers get confused, they get frustrated, they leave. Even if you're thinking you have high success rate because you booked 100 people, you don't know how many people bailed on that form because they're like, geez, this is just nonsense, right? So the whole thing is just get their data as fast as possible. So we do have a booking form, absolutely. And yes, we do. We do also have the color of vehicle as well. It's important in a lot of cases. I had some people say like, well, why does that even matter? But in some cases it does. Like if you do paint correction, things like that, you want to know, dealing with a black car, am I dealing with a white car? It makes a big difference in what you're going to see. The
Yeah.
white cars, for example, instantly the first thing we tell them is we say, hey, listen, we can, remove those little orange dots you've got. That's what we call them to them because they don't know what it is. But we say, we're going to spray down your car. Because that's the thing. If you use too many technical terms, the customers get lost, right? So absolutely. So the lighter the color of the car, that's what we usually recommend. And then the darker the color, we say, okay, if this thing's an older vehicle, we got to work really hard on those paints. So that's where, yes, we do ask for that. And not only that, but you can actually choose a custom color because now that they've introduced wraps and so on and so forth, I can't guarantee what color that car is going to be, right? So you can actually choose, and you just click on the car, and then you have a little spinny color wheel thing. You choose the color that you want, and it's all set up for you as well. Absolutely.
That's cool.
And you can do that the same if a customer has 5 cars on their profile. You can change the color for each one as well.
All right. I want to jump over to Brandon from Shawshank. Brandon, questions. I imagine you got some good ones.
Yeah, one question. I've been using automation for a while. When I started the business, I started a Wix account, and some of the automation, people go on and book and do a lot of things on there. But the issue I have is you can't match it with your calendar. So there's a lot of times where I get home and someone booked an appointment, but the guy I was just talking to, because I did his car, already booked that day because he wanted another job done. And so then I have to call the customer and explain, hey, I'm sorry, but this is my next available date.
Sure.
Does Orbis have anything that integrates with your iPhone calendar?
Orbis, I actually haven't checked the iPhone calendar directly, but we do integrate with Zapier. So I'll check and see if that one's one of the integration partners there. I imagine it's probably there, but that'll help solve that because it does integrate with Google Calendar. It actually integrates with Wix automation as well directly, so you could go that route as well. But I imagine I haven't actually checked. Sorry, I'm an Android user, but I'll check and see if Zapier's got it. I'm pretty sure they might though. But that being said.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just going to say, I just switched to have more AI with this phone because I've always had Android too.
Okay, nice. Yeah. Me, I went with the Huawei, so it's got some AI built in. I mean, I know it's not a favorite of Google, but what can you do? I got it because of 50 times zoom. Man, the pictures on this thing are incredible. And so
Cool.
I own some land, and usually when we go out there, I take pictures of the moon and stuff, and it's pretty amazing. But, anyway, that's
so Sean. One of my little side projects years ago was I got into cell phones, and I had a couple of cell phone stores not too far from Brandon. That's what will be interesting. I want to get over to Brandon sometime and get out there and then go back and check on my stores and see how they're still doing.
Yeah. See how they're doing.
So
That's
when you said that, Brand, I was like, that's why I popped up. I was like, oh, that's cool. I mean, I haven't messed with them in a while. It's been probably about 3 years. Yeah. 3 to 4 years since I left, and sold out and got out of the business. But yeah, man, they were just starting to pop when I had those cell phone stores, and they were always a little bit bigger, a little bit better, but their phones were kind of dinky, right? You could drop them once and they just completely shattered. They were a little dinky. They got better.
Incredibly better.
Some of the higher Huawei are really good now.
Oh yeah, I have the P30 Pro, and this thing I've dropped this. It's got Gorilla Glass built into it, so it's this thing is just amazing. I've dropped it, everything, and they give you this warranty thing you do when you first get the phone. You have to do all these movements on the phone with your thumb and move to the corner, to this corner, that corner. Once you complete that, the full screen is now warranted, and so if anything happens to it, they just replace the screen, and then you're good to go. But I mean, I've had this phone now a year and a half, and it is fully waterproof. I take this in the ocean to take pictures. So we were just in Greece, and I was running off this little dock, and we were jumping into the water, and we put it on slow-mo. We filmed it. It's on my Facebook anyways. But the phone went under the water, everything, handled it perfectly. So they've come a long way though. But they're nice phones. They're nice phones.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
If you like Android, you have to like Android. Yeah. But
I'm with Brandon. I left the Android world and went to I went to the automation and the side that seemed to make it a little bit easier for me to use. I went to the dark side.
I've heard
that once you switch. Yeah.
I will say I'm on Android now, and I got the iPhone, the 12 Pro Max showing up tomorrow. So.
Oh geez.
I
I'm
will
the
say
only
Siri
one
X
left.
is an assistant. It's very nice. Very nice.
Okay, so maybe I'll have to bite the bullet here and see. Jeez, I've been putting it off, but because I don't mind having two phones, and it'd probably help if I had an iPhone. I often have to do testing stuff like that, but I think I might have to. Jeez, watch next episode and be like, yeah. So listen, I got rid of the P30.
Next episode.
Thanks, guys. Thanks. This is so bad. My wife's gonna kill me. But jeez.
Like,
And the worst
why
part is
you
every
get
time
another
I get a
phone,
new phone.
another box coming in the house.
Yeah, exactly. And I always have to even the playing field. So when I got the P30, I really wanted it, but to convince my wife, I got her one too as a surprise. So I got both of them, but she hates switching phones. It sat there in the box, brand new phone, paid for cash, sat there in the box for 3 months. I couldn't believe it. I was so disappointed. I almost donated it to charity. I was so mad. I was like, how are you doing this? So I had to switch all her stuff. And it was so easy. It comes with this little like toggle type thing or dongle, whatever. You plug it in and it just transfers everything from your phone, but she didn't want to do it. She hates switching. So I don't know if you guys ever heard of the Kibo. Marty, maybe you'll remember from your cell phone store, the Kibo. You ever heard of that one?
Was that
no, I know what he's talking about.
Was that
it was like a
computer program
with a keyboard? Yeah.
Oh no! Hold on.
Oh my god!
Huh.
Yeah, my wife loved that phone. She kept it for like 6 years. Oh my gosh! And I kept buying her new phones, and she would just leave them in the box. And then I got her everything. Got her the BlackBerry Q10. Got her this. Got her that. She just kept them in the box, and she just kept using the Kibo. I was like, come on, this is ancient technology here. You I don't know. It was so bad. But Marty, later I'll send you a picture of it. You're gonna laugh. It's
oh my god,
it's brutal. It got discontinued with the VCR.
Jesus,
that was before my time in the cell phone stores. So maybe that's what
okay. See, well, that's how old it is.
Yeah. Brandon, did you get your question answered? I didn't mean to chase that rabbit.
Oh yeah, he basically said there's other ways around it to connect to my phone.
Yes,
okay, cool.
And there might even be and there might be a direct one for Apple as well. I'll double check that after and send a message. But the other thing too is, so one thing we've been working on for about a month and a half now is, we have a brand new booking calendar coming as well, booking system that integrates with the AI as well. So customers will be able to book themselves fully, but it's also going to take a look at your calendar and make suggestions to the customer to walk them through. And it's going to make suggestions the whole way through, from upsells to next available time to, services they need based on their vehicle, so on and so forth. So that's almost finished, and it's literally going to kill any other booking calendar that's out there.
In 5 years, the AI can run my business for me.
100%. That's what that's what I'm going for. Like, absolutely. 100%, because it just makes sense, right? Because so it's funny you mentioned that, but one thing we're working on, so a lot of our AI, we're working with there's a Google program that they're kind of sponsoring some AI stuff and new developments and things like that, because they're trying to better humanity and so on and so forth. They've released this AI stuff that we're really diving into, and it's going to work a lot with voice and video. So what's going to be coming down the pipeline is also voice and video messages that are going to be from quote unquote a real person, but saying your business message. And that message is going to try out A/B testing. So it's going to try out the first 100 customers. It'll try message 1. And then based on that feedback, it's going to now regroup, recalculate, and try a new message with some minor improvements. Then it's going to take the 2 tests, compare them, see what worked, and see what keywords people responded to. So if you had more people that called you back or sent a message back because maybe you opened with a greeting, like good morning, it's going to prefer that. Or maybe it's going to try other things like colloquial sayings like, hey, Tom, and see if that gets a better reaction. So
Sean, I don't know.
Really
Sean, I don't know about that. Oh my, no. Are you, no, Sean. Oh,
that's awesome.
Whoa. Whoa. I'm sorry.
There's some crazy stuff coming.
Jesus.
I know.
That's awesome. One thing we haven't done, and I want to jump over. Hey, there he is. Come back, Nick.
Hey.
Nick, there we go. Come on back. We haven't checked in, man. You've been busy working. We've been busy talking. Yeah. We haven't checked in with you, man. What's cooking for Nick tonight?
All right, we're basically doing the same pasta feta dish, the feta tomato pasta. I did a couple nights ago. It's in the oven baking right now. I got chicken on the grill, and I
Nice.
got pasta about to go on too. So
Wow.
tomato, chicken, feta pasta.
All right. Well,
It's gonna be
that
good.
sounds delicious.
I'm in the
Sounds
wrong
delicious.
house.
Derek,
Saved it too late. Jeez.
Marty, real quick.
Yeah.
I got to talk about this. Where is it?
I don't know.
Dude. This stuff.
Oh yeah, Nick,
Go buy
Nick
some.
sent me it. Yeah, he sent me a
Dude.
thing. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Mango
This-
sandwich.
I can't even describe this, dude. Like, there's some beers that like you just pick up from the store and you have like no expectation at all. You're like, it's just another IPA pack, not really gonna be special. And you take that sip and you're just like, oh shit.
Jeez, that is amazing.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy,
I
I
know
felt
what you
that.
mean.
I felt
It wasn't what I got from the Super Fuzz.
Oh, Marty, what is that? It's hard to
Yeah,
say.
I
Is that
don't
the
know why
Elysium?
these never do it. Yeah, there we go. You got to go like
Oh, there
way
we go.
back
Yeah,
here.
that's perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
saying you put it up, you couldn't see it.
And Marty,
I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
that Pints and Polishing podcast glass.
There we go.
But no, Super Fuzz for me was you could taste that orange just a hair, but it was, you know, they don't even call it an IPA, they call it a blood orange pale. So I'm not all the way certain what the difference between a pale ale and a India pale ale is. IPA, right? Pale ale. So I don't know why some people just call themselves a pale ale. I'm not sure.
Me neither.
But it was dry. It was hoppy. You know, it was okay. I like their other beers better, actually. I would pick up the regular Elysian.
Yes.
Something dust, wasn't it? Like Stardust or something?
Stardust is good.
Yeah. I really like that one a lot better.
Marty, can you do me a favor and hold that like that again? That was kind of sexy.
Only for you. If Ariel would have asked me, I wouldn't have done it.
Now, Marty, I have to jump off here in a minute, but I did want to ask a real quick question. As distributors, we find certain products that we find, you know, unique to the industry, and we want to go out and push those products. What would be the best way to push this product?
So a few different ways. So if we have ways that are just like, you know, if you want to just give away like 12 months, for example, to your existing customers for them to purchase more product, that kind of thing. So we have agreements like that we can set up. And then there's also ways where we do have direct compensation as well. So we have some distributors, for example, in Australia right now that are pushing it out there, as well as Mexico and India. On that note, OrbisX is available in 15 or 17 languages now. And we're in 9 countries, which is pretty awesome. On that note, and we don't have any exclusive distributor relationships where there's like a territory that's, you know, 100% exclusive to somebody. I very much do try and keep things open as much as possible. And this can be a tool that anyone can use to kind of further their own product as well. I might be a madman by giving it away for 12 months. I don't know, but that's just, I settled on that number because I knew that it would give people time to really test it out, see the features. It's new. They can transfer over from their existing stuff. But so let's say there's someone we're working with right now and they sell products as well. And so what they've done is anyone that buys a product from them, they offer different things. So they'll say like, you know, you get 12 months free with the software. It's really going to help your business. And they love it as well because we actually have AI built into the inventory system. So one thing I know, Marty, you're waiting for, and it's coming, is the auto integration into, you're using Shopify right now, I think, was it? That's right. All right. So, because we do integrate with Shopify, but this is going to be a different kind of integration. So right now, the integration for Shopify would be more for the detailer themselves, but this is going to be an integration for the vendor or distributor, where as jobs are done, the AI scans and sees how much product should have been used for that job. And then it automatically sends a purchase order right now to the vendor saying, hey, we just ran out of, 5 gallons of this or a gallon of that. And it'll put together a whole purchase order. That's all automated right now. But we want to take it a step further and integrate it so that you'll be able to connect it right to, Zapier or HubSpot or WooCommerce or, Shopify, whatever you happen to use. You'll be able to integrate it directly in there. So the orders just come in and it'll be like new order from such and such detailing company. And it'll have their account number, everything already pulled up. So you just basically process the order. So we're trying to automate things on the detailer side, but we're also trying to automate things for the supplier side as well, while also giving you the bonus of being able to offer that incentive to your existing customers. Like, hey, listen, use this system. You get 12 months free. You have nothing to lose. If you maybe, buy X, Y, Z to qualify for that. And we can always work out, custom amounts as well. We've changed the website now that it only promotes the 30 days. Just so that vendors like yourselves, for example, would be able to promote, those kind of promos where you say you get 12 months free, it's exclusive to us. That way they don't see it on the website directly. So we can do stuff like that. And it's flexible, man. I already don't need the money, to be honest with you. So like, I'm down for whatever. As Marty, I sent him a message and I was like, listen, anyone that buys, you got a 420 special. And I said, anyone that buys this gets 420 days of OrbisX for free. I was like, let's do it.
I love it. And that's the thing is my biggest problem that I have right now is I am with customers, I'm fine. And we set things up and do a certain thing, but I'm really shy towards when you deal with, I guess, social media.
Sure.
I have a whole lot of things set up where me and Marty's talked and he's trying to help me and train me to do a few different things. And I haven't done it because I just get real shy with it. But with my personal customers, I have all these tools that I can give them.
Sure.
And I think this right here is one of the most wonderful tools that I could go down and give a lot of my customers.
Absolutely.
And that's what I want to do. And
Absolutely.
but believe it or not, it's kind of weird that you reach out to somebody like Marty who will help you and tell you how to do it because you're so shy about it. It has nothing to do with you, but it has to do with like when you get on social media and all that stuff really kind of beats you down and does a lot of different things, you don't want to make a wrong decision. And really with me is I'm 100% sold in. I could probably get a hold of Marty and he'll set me up and, we'll get you linked into my customers. People ask me all the time, about programs like this and situations and
sure
stuff. But
sure.
Hey, it was wonderful talking to you. My wife's killing me right now, and we'll have to do it on a later day.
Sure.
Paul, good to see you, man. Have a good night.
Thank you so much, Marty. Thank you so much.
Bye. Sounds good. All right.
All right. Hey, Derek, I think it's about time, man. I think it's about time for that tab out.
I got a good one tonight.
All right, here we go. So, Sean, we have a tab out question. Think of it from your former years, not last week, but, former years of when you were at the bar, 2 a.m., the bar's closing down, it's time to tab out. There's always that rando down at the bar asking, crazy questions. Not sure if that was you or not, but
it has been time to time.
Oh.
Yes.
All right, guys. So I think this came up a couple of times in the podcast, but do y'all guys know what a Jersey Turnpike is at the bar?
Jersey Turnpike.
Nah.
So it's a shot where at the end of the night when they have like all the pads that are set up at the bar, all the beer and the junk spill over. They pour all that into a shot, and then you gotta drink it.
Mm-hmm.
So, would you rather, and you have to pick one, eat a piece of pizza that's fallen face down, cheese side down, or do the Jersey Turnpike? You gotta pick one.
Where did the pizza fall?
That was my question too. Yeah.
At the pizza place. So you're holding your pizza.
Did it land
in
on
your
the table
hands.
though? Did it land on the floor?
On the floor.
Okay.
So you're at the end of the night.
How long did it sit there?
Was there pineapple on it?
Nope. 2 seconds. All right. 2 seconds. Like it fell You're hungry as hell.
If I pick it up and the cheese is still attached, it's fair game no matter where it fell.
That's true. Plus, it's still within the 5-second rule. It's still within the 5 second rule.
All right. So, Alex, your answer?
Yeah, I'd go with the pizza.
All right. Alex is going pizza. Cody, did you get it? You got the pizza on the ground?
I detail cars, man. I've been in some nasty shit. I don't like. I wear gloves, right, to protect my hands, and then I eat my fucking lunch with my gloves on.
That's what I was doing the other day. I'm eating my pizza, and I was like, "Oh man, why can't I just keep eating it?"
That's just not
I'm
killing
good.
me.
I mean,
or are you doing that Jersey Turnpike?
Yeah, Cody, what do you got? No, we lost you.
Nice. Oh, it's headset. Yeah, it's headset.
No, maybe it depends on who else was at the
Can
bar.
you hear me?
There we go.
Yeah,
there we
I
go.
got you.
Dude, it's the end of the night. We're cocked anyway.
I'd probably go with the pizza.
You're going pizza. Cody's going pizza. He's done drinking for the night. They told him to tab out. He's not going to drink anymore. So,
Yeah.
Pizza's always good, man.
yeah. He's drunk at the
true,
bar. He's going pizza. Brandon, what about you?
Separated.
Yeah, man.
I'd go pizza. I don't know if anyone ever played the game King's Cup, but
Yeah.
you got vodka, you got beer.
No,
Oh, it's
God.
the nastiest
That's
thing in the
true.
world.
Brandon, you bring back some
Can I bring up a quick point?
memories. Horrible
Just a quick
memories.
point. It's 2 a.m., right? We're tabbing out. The
2
fucking
a.m.
kitchen's been closed since 9. I don't know about you. I'm fucking starving.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I'm like, bro, it's pizza. Like, just like a pizza. I'm like, oh, just give me that pizza, man. I don't give a fuck.
It's gonna taste great anyways.
And either way, it tastes great. Like, you're just hungry as hell.
Oh man. Yeah.
Dan, what about you?
It's 2 a.m. I'm hungry. I need pizza.
See?
But does all the alcohol you're drinking disinfect?
Oh, you could do both. Before
Yeah.
the shot on the pizza, then eat it.
Oh,
Kills the germs
needs a new
and
name.
God, oh God.
Nick, are you eating pizza or has that pizza just been demolished to your expectations and you're going for the alcohol?
I'm taking a nice bite of that pizza.
All right,
I can stomach chewing something regardless of how much, like, I can stomach the pizza and, like, if anything happens later, like, so be it. I'm not going to taste it. Can you actually take tasting vodka, all that shit that's in the shot? Can you actually swallow that, or are you just actually going to throw up? No, I can eat that dirty pizza and I'm probably going to enjoy it.
You dirty little pizza. You dirty little pizza.
Dirty little pizza.
Is the pizza really going to taste any different? Honestly.
Probably not.
Exactly.
Fair point. That's fair. Yeah.
All right, Dustin.
Man, I'm rolling with everybody else on this one. It's the pizza for me.
Even thinking about it right now, it sounds good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pizza
So
sound.
like we have this awesome pizza joint down in the Morgantown, which is like party central college town. And it's open till like 3 o'clock in the morning on the weekends. And that's all I can think about. It's just the best pizza. So I'm going to have to go down there this weekend and get some pizza.
All right, let's go check in with the other Canadian if she's still around. Ariel, are you still there?
Hi, yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. Oh no.
She's like, I've had that shot before. It's not bad.
I don't know.
Yeah, I've done it before and it hasn't
If
been
I'm
that
at the
bad.
club that late, the scent, like the taste buds, they're done. I just go for the shot. I think and that's why I don't drink anymore, right? Yeah.
Oh,
I love
God.
it. I love it. Is the face doing all right?
It's healing. Yeah,
Yeah.
some scar cream. I actually I've been headhunted and now I work at a tint and PPF garage.
God damn.
I know.
You went
So
from what is it, Chevy? You went to Kia. Now you're in a tent shop. Good job.
I know good things are happening. So I don't know where I fall into detailing, but I'm hoping to get my balance again.
Hey,
But
you're in
yeah.
community, so it's all good. You're always
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
definitely. All right, Rob, what about you? Are you doing the shot or are you eating the pizza?
All right, man. So back in my clubbing days, I used to break dance. Right? So the next morning I'd be like, why in the hell my clothes all hella nasty? What is going on here? But so I've been on the floor. I'm sure my mouth was on the floor at one point. So yeah, we're going for the pizza.
All right,
Oh, my
Sean.
Oh, me? That's how I always eat my pizza. So yeah, pizza.
No, no, no.
I don't think I could do that shot. That's just, oh man.
I did it once. I did it once at a local bar that's near here, like a couple years, like back when I was like 22, and it wasn't horrible, but there's a couple of nights I see someone doing, they're just like dying, like so. But like what Dustin was saying, there's a really good pizza place like across the street from the one bar, and they have this really good buffalo chicken pizza that's like that's all you want. And then I'm done at 2:00 in the morning. It's time to get that buffalo chicken pizza. So it fell on the ground. I'm like, you know what? I'm eating it. Like,
all right, so I'm going to join Ariel on this one. And my thought process was, now I get it. You guys said, hey, and it was interesting. Alex brought that to perspective. Hey, it's 2 a.m., right? Like the pizza place, the kitchen's been closed for a long time. Like I wasn't thinking that far. I was thinking like Domino's brought it over or something. Like I'm thinking it's hot and fresh. And when I've dropped pizza and it lands cheese down, you don't get a good clean, like that's stuck. And then I got this like piece of bread with like bullshit on it. And I'm going, nah, just out of the pure respect of the pizza, like bullshit. I just gotta go away, I'm gonna get that shot. I might go ahead and go for that shot, and I'll just regret it. I'll take an Uber, whatever.
I'll take an Uber.
whatever.
Definitely. Sean, man, thanks so much for hopping on. I forgot to say it earlier. Where do people find you on social? If people want to reach out, how do they get in contact with you?
Let me know.
So definitely. So our website is the first point of contact, of course, which is orbisx.com or .ca. So it's orbisx.com. Also our Facebook as well, YouTube. If you just search OrbisX in Google, you'll see like Facebook, YouTube, all of that. And then we have live chat, email, add me on Facebook. We have a Facebook group as well. And we have, messengers, things like that. So I'm available usually 24 hours a day, pretty much. I don't sleep very often. So I'm here. I love what I do.
Another thing about entrepreneurism, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a sickness.
Sean, are you on Instagram too or no?
So I do have Instagram, but just for my personal account, but you can reach me there too. My name's Sean Gervais. I don't have one for Orbis just because there's already like 10 different ways that people are getting in touch. And so I've just made a decision not to jump on that train yet. So I am training a new executive assistant that's going to basically take over some of that stuff just for the marketing side. I do want to handle as many messages as possible. So if you like join the Facebook groups or you send an email, live chat, it's usually going to be me you're talking to. So that's what I like to see. Is that personal touch. I've got a lot of business experience that I help out guys with as well. I did write a book. I give it away for free. It literally lays out the blueprint, how I built this business. It's called the Detailing Masterclass. It's on Amazon for sale as well, but just message me. I'll give you a free copy. And there is an audiobook as well version in OrbisX that's for free as well. Under the marketing tab, you just click Detailing Masterclass. You can listen while you work. And I walk through everything. I don't hold back any secrets. Just on that note, because my shop had a lot of hurdles that, it wasn't smooth sailing. Like, for example, our landlord wanted to charge us $3,000 to have a sign at the road. And just on principle, we decided not to pay it. And I said, you know what? I'll get people to come in no matter what. And we did. So even to this day, we don't have a sign at the road. We're literally behind a plaza in an underground parking thing. We're just a hidden gem, and that's how I like it. So we control the flow of our customers, and we're by appointment only, and we're busy as hell. So, you know, I now have 8 full-time guys. Just hired a new girl. She's handling front desk. We have 4 part-time, and that's all in less than 2 years. And I have no detailing background at all. So,
Love it, man.
you can do it too.
Awesome.
Yeah, I
Right
think
on.
that's awesome. No doubt. There's multiple times that we've been saying over the past years, it's not necessarily all about your technique. It's not about how amazing you polish. It's not about how many layers you put on. It's not about all the things that many people in the industry were pushing. It is more
Sure.
about how to take an idea, how to move it forward, and how to run a business, which very few people
Absolutely.
actually can do. And there's very few people that will do it to a long time in their life, right?
Sure.
In our industry, in a service-based industry, it does wear us down. Very few people, which is Dan, which is why it's so amazing of where you're at, right? Like, and we've talked about this, you know, it's very few as you continue to get up in age that they continue to stay in our industry. And as I continue to grow through my age, I constantly am talking to everybody, which as we can see, everybody's much younger, right? It's the benefit of what you guys have is far beyond what we could have even dreamed of years ago. So
Oh, yeah.
hearing something about AI and helping your business, like, wow, like, very
Yeah.
impressive, Sean, man. I really
Thank
think
you.
that's special. It's very unique. And I'm excited to see where you guys go and how you continue to
Awesome.
impact
Thank
our
you.
industry, help out people using technology to benefit them. And man, thanks so much for your time. Thanks for coming on. And
Absolutely.
guys, thank you everybody else that hopped on. Thank you so much for coming on. Alex, Cody, Brandon, Dan, Nick, thank you. Dustin, Ariel, great to see you. Glad to see the
Appreciate
faces
it, guys.
getting better. Derek,
Absolutely.
great question, man. Thanks for hopping on.
No problem,
Thanks,
guys.
everybody.
All
I'm gonna
right,
go
have a
have some
great night,
pizza.
guys.
See you guys next week.
Thanks.
I'm right there with you, Sean.
Yeah. Trust me.
See you guys.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, fun.
Yeah, that was awesome. Jeez,
Yeah,
amazing.
definitely.
That pizza question, man, that threw me. The pizza question.